Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to some Cygnus Enterprises. They say the game or the name of the company in the game here. Um, this is a new one I picked up. I already have a game that I've kind of been playing, but
Long ago, humanity reached towards the stars. However, primitive technology meant the age of interstellar travel ended before it could begin. Despite the dangers, we at Cygnus Enterprises
Cygnus.
dared to dream.
Our faster-than-light technology has set a new course of human destiny, making the settlement of Earth-like planets across the galaxy possible. A new era of prosperity dawns, and we stand in its forefront
Are you ready to leave your old life behind?
to seek employment among the galaxy's best and brightest.
Cygnus Enterprises. Progress starts with you.
so I'll say I picked this game up from watching Anilos. He does some really cool stuff, and I'm really happy with the things that he does. And I picked up the game solely because of that. He did say that he was upset with the playthrough. I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. You know what? I think I'm just gonna leave her the way she is. I kind of like what she looks. Uh, uh, we will name her that. Give her that.
Congratulations on your first assignment, contractor. I will be your designated personal electronic assistant for this mission, or PF for short. The company has tasked you to restore its planet-side facilities on Nautilus to full operational capacity. As we commence our deorbit burn, I would like to ask you to familiarize yourself with
Like every good space game. Picture. So Needless was very upset with the greetings contractor. Your feedback is because it will help us improve our game. Counter issue of feedback. All right, cool. We can do that. Appreciate submitting a comment describing particular issue. Okay, I haven't had any issues yet.
you survived deployment. Bad news, your pod may explode at any moment. Great, there goes my stuff. Not all of it. The cargo pods land separately in eventualities such as these. I am detecting one nearby.
So Neelis was very upset about. I don't know if upset's the right
You
word.
have reviewed the weapons operation manual. Correct.
Point and pull the trigger. Got it.
Cygnus Enterprises will not be held accountable for disposals resulting from less than stellar marksmanship.
So he was upset of the script and the storyline being a bit. He wasn't a fan. I love it.
Target site
I
is
think-
located to the east. Please proceed with caution.
It would have
It's-
been helpful if our drop pod managed to land in the base as programmed. I almost died in that crash.
I will relay your feedback to Cygnus Enterprises. Thank you. Your opinion is important to us.
Why did you warn me that opening the cargo might have tracked those things?
The training dataset for personal electronic assistance does not include such outlier conditions. Adaptability to unexpected situations remains a human specialty for now.
So it's this very corporate overlord, doesn't care about human, like the P's sole purpose in life is to make sure that the corporate interests are seen and taken care of, and he doesn't give a crap about you or your well-being or your health or your sanity. So, and to me, I find that hilarious. I find it funny, because it does ring a little true. But it is a little campy, and I'm sure if I play this thing for several hours on end, it's going to it's gonna grind on me. But right now I'm having fun with it. So I'm just kind of looking around, making sure I'm not missing anything. So we don't have our scanner or anything like that yet. We're trying to get to our base. And then, but so basically you can run around. It's very Diablo style isometric, with guns. So you'll get in here a little bit, and we'll have extra players or extra classes. And the videos I've seen for this game so far.
A mess. Where is everyone? Uncertain, according to the contract details. Cygnus Enterprises lost all communication with the space 6 months ago. Where should we start? The console is dead, initiating scan for replacement parts. Nearby containers hold components required to replace the power relays. Once the power is restored, the headquarters' self-repairing drones will do the rest.
So the game does have this colony building type build to it, where you're eventually, and I haven't gotten far enough into it to really figure out how all this stuff works yet. But we have this nice little city that we can go inside here, or not a city, but the building here. Spend stamina and harvest resources for your items. Okay, easy enough. Limited number of stamina each day.
Excellent.
The one thing I'll tell you.
This is the first step in returning the base to a productive state. I can assist in gathering a limited quantity of resources every day. Just point at some plants you wish me to collect.
You got it. What are we going to do about the remaining buildings?
As Cygnus Enterprises anticipated its eventuality, replacement power cores were part of your dispatch.
So you have basically
a world map interface and find your way to the respective landing sites.
You have an amount of stamina you can burn each day, and that is how much stuff you can collect around your base. I would highly recommend doing as much of that as you can. Then we'll go to the map here, and the map. So most of these missions are fairly quick. Do these have story missions? So basically the first 3 story missions it gives you a sniper rifle, gives you an upgraded a pistol, or it gives you an assault rifle. You will eventually have to do all 3 of these, so don't feel like you need to be trapped into one or another. Just kind of go with whichever one. You'll eventually end up with all the weapon.
I'm picking up on a large biosignal reading near the cargo landing site. Remain vigilant, contractor.
So the thing to remember, especially about the story, is that you're a contractor. The government or the company they don't care about anything except for profit. So if you play games like Satisfactory, where the narrative is basically, make us money and don't cause anything for the legal team. That's pretty much what the game is, or the narrative is here also. So it's nothing new, and I think it's kind of funny. The humor is it is what it is sometimes. But and the voice actor for I say voice actor, but it may actually be an AI for P is and I'm gonna call it P,
Our power core has fallen into a pack of charging creatures. Dispatch them before proceeding.
Is kind of dry and horrible, and I find it hilarious for some reason. I don't know why. But I am having fun with it. I will say that the game is in early access right now, and currently they have they say about 10 hours worth of play time baked into the game at the current moment. But I don't know how much they actually have in here. They seem to have quite a bit built into the game already, and enough for me to have been having fun with the game for several hours yesterday, as just trying to figure out what it is, what's going on and how to do it. Nope. Oh dang, wrong button. Hey, would you stop that? So, but like I said, it controls very much like, an isometric, Diablo's, ARPG type game, with base building aspects involved in it. And then guns. Oh, I guess not. So, like I said, for the most part, the missions that you're going to go on are fairly quick. The story missions are usually a little bit longer. But the normal missions that you're going to run into are usually pretty quick. You do want to try to get as much of this stuff as you can. And then sometimes, like, yeah, okay, this one we can actually
This one
go.
gets so big.
Oh, God, this guy.
The bigger they are, the more organic materials available for harvest.
I don't think that's how that saying goes.
And then I'm switching between. So with the left click, it's a constant fire, and then with the right click, it does that double tap. He's trapped in here with a damn bull. So they do have some different effects. They have some different and you'll see that the red things on the ground are the stuff telegraphing where it's going to go. So pick up the power core. Now we got to reach the extraction point. So they had these little like missions, like it's these weird like mixtures and combinations of the different games and kind of stuff put together in a way that I haven't played before. And to be perfectly honest, I kind of love the game. I always have this, looking for the new Diablo, and I rarely have a good Diablo game to play. That that mixes to me, right? And I love Diablo. I'm looking forward to the new Diablo, but not having an ARPG for a while. Now, the one thing I will tell you, as soon as you come to this map and you do a mission, that ends your day and you move to the next day. So if you haven't used all your stamina looting stuff around the base the day before, then it's gone. All right, so we'll do here. We'll go space skip. So no base masteries. So basically, you build up levels depending on your weapons that you use. All right, so masteries, 2 type of masteries. Base masteries gain a variety of base activities. Combat masteries gain defeating enemies in different weapon types. Gain mastery ranks will increase your overall level. AP and SP, basically it's how you level. You can spend AP and SP attribute skill panels. Got it.
You did well in recovering one of the power cores. You may now find yourself able to restore one of the buildings in the base. I am looking forward to reporting our success to Cygnus Enterprises.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. There are still many more derelict buildings out there.
Indeed, please resume working, contractor.
So, also, as you run around, you'll notice there's a bunch of other different things to harvest. I'm just trying to get a little bit ahead. Oh, let me do fruit already. I'll do some fruit. So, and then some of that is just me knowing that I'm going to need some of this stuff in the future. And so you can kind of run around, make sure that would be my recommendation. Now you can go ahead and bring up the processing plant, or you can bring up your recycler, or you can bring up your the scanning tower. I'm gonna bring up the scanning tower because the scanning tower gives you your mini map. So random combat missions, right? So there's 2 types of random combat missions: combat collection dilemma. Combat missions take you directly to the field and tackle various objectives. You can resource some masteries for combat. Collect missions or quick gather resources, right? And basically collect missions. So, and then dilemma missions are several choices. Okay, so if we go back over here, so we've already spent all of our stamina. We can't do anything in that building, so that's fine. So we're gonna go out here. So, and then don't mind those missions showing up here. It's just the ones from this menu. All right, so the way this works is you have 3 different missions here. A collect mission, you basically click on that box, you get those rewards. No, nothing. You just click on the box, get the rewards, go to the next day. Combat mission, you land, you go and you get those rewards when you complete it. However, you also can pick up stuff along the way, obviously from killing the enemies, stuff like that. And then the when these decision ones, basically the way that works is if I click on it, well, here, I'll just show you. All right, so we'll go ahead and do that. But now the important thing to know on this menu is as soon as you click on one of these things, that's the end of the day. Right, so we'll go ahead, we'll click on the dilemma, we'll tell it to resolve. It says strange crystals are growing all over the company processing plant. They need to be removed, but what you do with them is up to you, right? So we can store them for later use. We can basically trade them to the Cygnus Enterprises for other valuable resources, right? Or we can refine them on the spot. So for these 3, I'm going to go with this one because I don't know what this blue stuff is, but I haven't gotten it yet. Maybe that's just metal. Maybe it may not be that big of a deal. But this is the one that gives me that resource, and it looks like there's more of that than the other 2, so we're going to go with that one. Rewards are accepted, so we hit continue. We're going to update the map, and we're going to go the next day. So usually that one was basically all 3 of the decisions were good for you things. It was just kind of choose what's best for you. Some of the other ones, eventually you can start making the your colony happy or sad, depending on your what you've done. Okay, restore the processing plant, restore the recycler. Okay, so we want to press T on the attribute screen. So now in here, we do have, so you have security, engineer, science, medical, pilot, and social, right? So really what you want to do is you want to scroll down here and look. So you can go pass, overwhelm, point blank, fight or flight, right? Heroic stand. So this is all security. So this is pretty much your running guns and your shooting and stuff like that. Engineer is caltrips, burn them all. It's fire damage, conflagration. There's a fire drone, right? There's foundation, modifier. So this is like all fire and anger. Countermeasures. This looks like more gravity well, launch bomb, sanctuary, phasing, passive warning markers, volatility. Medical is remove one random debuff for the duration. Bandages, so this is more of healing yourself and removing things. Pilot is minigun, drone, dash, stuff like that. Interfacing, here's another taser drone. I don't know if you get both of those drones at once or just one. High roller, post for distancing, blabbering on the mark. So I went with the prior one. I went with pilot. This time I may go with where the science. Where's the fire dude? The fire dude. It'll take me a little bit longer to get to the fire drone, I think. I like that one. This is fine. When affected by burn status, enemies still less damage. So when you set yourself on fire, it doesn't cause you take less. And you can swap these at pretty much any time you want, so it's not that big of a deal. We're gonna go ahead and go with pilot, I guess, again. So what you want to do is you want to put your points into these, and you can either puff it up this way, or you can just grab this slider and move it to where you need it to go. So the way this works is I choose pilot. This guy here, I need to have 2 of these blue things, but I need to have 10 of the orange things in here. So once I get into one of these guys, then once I get enough points here, then this will open. So that's where that is. It confused me a little bit in the beginning. The loadout, we'll go to loadout here real quick. We'll choose the gun. Now I can change. You don't have to have a sidearm and something else. You can have the sniper rifle and the assault rifle. Like, you can mix and match these however you want to. And eventually you get all kinds of armor, helmet, and all kinds of good stuff. Alright, so let's go out here again. Pick up some more stuff. So like I said, the important thing to remember, and it doesn't really tell you this, the game, but you want to make sure you're using all of your stamina every time. And there are stuff like there's chests that pop out on your starting island here. You can go and explore and walk around and go and do things. Eventually, there'll be stuff that just kind of spawns up around the map. So running around and exploring stuff in between missions is helpful. But like I said, the real trick is it's wanting you to go back. And the other thing too is that you'll notice these are all 2 now, right? So these, hey, these missions will slow down or count down, and then they go away. So if you really want one of these missions, you need to make sure you take it before you run out. I'm gonna run through some of the story missions here real quick and see if we can kind of get going through that. I'm not gonna be able to get to all of them.
The cargo pod in this area has fractured upon impact. Let's see if we can find any fragments of the power core among the remaining debris.
So
Why did they attack us this time?
Some organisms hoard objects to impress each other. As a human, you should empathize with such an urge.
So scroll wheel allows me to change my weapons. And you can tap the left click, fires 1, press and hold, and it fires all of them. And our right click for 3-shot burst. And then you do get masteries for your weapons, so it does pay to choose a weapon and kind of stick with it. What it pays you to do, I haven't quite figured out yet because I haven't gotten that far into it. But it does pay to do it. So like I said, normally the missions that you go on for just collections or combat or whatever, usually they're a little bit faster. They're not super long. These ones that you do for the actual yellow missions or the ones that progress the story missions, those tend to be a little bit longer. So and then but like I said, they're not super long. Kind of like little dungeons. Oh, did you stop that? I don't like it. Really? And R to reload, space to dodge, normal stuff. So and I'm not very good at the dodging thing. But
It just doesn't add up. Our cargo serves no purpose to these animals.
A deep curiosity is not a trait exclusive to human beings.
yeah, so but so far I'm really enjoying the game. I do actually am having a good time with it. I'm not upset with the dialogue, the script. I've had much worse results with things. The only thing this thing here where like the whole the end of the day move forward thing, I'm not sure how I like that. Like I get why they do it, but unless there's some thing, I don't know. So H handbook, space
I
equipment,
must say
journals.
I am highly satisfied with our performance as a team contractor.
Oh, does that mean I get a bonus?
No, the flattery was my attempt to raise your motivation at zero monetary expense. If you prefer a more tangible boon for your efforts, however, you should attempt to activate another building. Since the processing plant refines raw material, we should start gathering resources from the environment. Have a look to see if you can find any ore-bearing rocks around the bays. I can collect them for you.
So you can't do all of the rocks. It's just those very specific rocks that you could do.
Success. I extracted the materials that are of value.
This looks like something we can attempt to smelt in the processing plant.
Our proprietary Cygnus is the foundation of any colony. Try and find some ore into Cygnus bars.
So what we're going to do here is you'll look here. You'll see in the center there's a little green 20 by 5 there. So it takes 5 Cygnus ore to make 1 bar. If you click on these guys, you can just load them up. So we're going to make 100. And you notice it takes 25. To do that, we're doing it 4 times. So we still have a little bit extra. We also have a little bit of biomass that we have saved up. And some shards. So if you do that, and then we'll do this guy here. So basically, you have 150 hammers per day that you can build. And this is how far through the progress it's going to get. So the gray bar is how far you're going to go. This is how much work you have put in. So we have enough to completely keep them busy for today. and a bit for tomorrow.
I found this safety helmet while clearing out the plants mission area. I thought it would fit you.
Huh. Thanks, Pia. I'm sure it will come in handy.
And then, so once we go here, we go to loadout. We have found a helmet. So it's a nice little visor. You see 11.6 armor, 31.2 hit points, right? It has some weight to it. So the attributes and skills. So now we go in here. We have 9 points. So we can go back to pilot. I don't know why I only have 9 points. Nope, no, I have 10. So we'll confirm that allocation. I have 2 points. Oh, so we have to do the charge attack here. And once we do that, we can get our passive here. Then we got to go back to our loadout. And then we'll do our skills. And we can do our charge attack. We're all maxed out there. We're maxed out there. All right, we're going to go do this other mission real quick. Do another story mission. And we'll do the last story mission for here to get the sniper rifle. Oh, I should have got my other pistol.
The crash site should be nearby.
The company really needs to work on their aim.
Your valid feedback has already been submitted. Further complaining only detracts from the mission directive.
And when you look at it from the point of, you know, the corporate overlords and the AI are trying to control you, and, you know, don't want you to complain because, you know, it reduces profits. Like the same thing with Subnautica. A lot of these games have that same sort of narrative, and I think it's hilarious. I have a lot of fun with it.
Never thought I'd be so relieved to spot flaming wreckage.
Please hold this position while I extract a power core. Warning, the ensuing commotion may attract undesired attention.
The drone, I'm not sure exactly the best way to get him to work. He eventually, you'll see he shoots a little bit there.
Payload retrieved. Let's initiate our retreat.
I almost lost you back there, buddy.
Your concern is appreciated. After all, any damage to my unit may be deducted from your pay.
Like I said, the whole point is that, you know, it's the corporate overlord that, you know, that the corporation's taking very little risk. They've sent you out here to some planet to restore all this stuff, and then anything that they can do to keep you under their thumb is, you know. Oh, I didn't mean to go to the extraction point. That was dumb. Oh, we'll get through real quick. We'll get back into the thing. I wanted to go through and pick up some more resources. So we're going to go ahead and go into this day here real quick. Then this screen will tell us, okay, we've completed our crafting of our bars. We've completed that thing and the organic compounds. This tells me my automatic weapon mastery's gone up. So automatic weapon damage is 6% for bonus info. You know, our bonus production. So as you go through and build stuff, you get, you know, you start getting better and better and better. You get bonuses and stuff from it.
My feet are sore from all that walking. I could use a break.
You have accumulated now 6 days. I am afraid I must deny your request. Some manual work is still required to render another building operational, however.
Let me guess. My manual work.
You guessed correctly.
I don't know why I find it so hilarious. Mostly because it's just the way, the world works.
Recycling decrepit items allows us to recover some of their value. Have a walk around the maze and see if you can find any scrap to recycle.
So the good thing about the scrap is it doesn't cost any points. Got all my scrap. All right. So once we get here to the recycling plant, once again, it's the same thing. Oops, I don't want to. If you add something you didn't mean to, you right click on it, you can bring it back out. And you can put those in there. So that gives you energy. The recycling plant, I'm more worried about that, just letting that thing work for now. Now, with that being said, oh, missed one.
We collected quite a bit of stuff.
Remember to drop off the scrap at the recycler. Company Statute 1178. Never permit redundancies to aggregate.
And there's more scrap laying around the map. You can run around, like I said, there's chests, there's all kinds of crazy stuff. So as I'm running around collecting more things here real quick, I'll just go ahead and we'll say so far I'm liking the game. It's not the cheapest game out there. It was like $23, $24, I think. It's been out for a little bit. It's in early access. The devs say they're about 30% done with the game. They have about 10 hours worth of stuff in the game at the moment, according to their Steam post and the messages. I'm interested to see where the game's going to go. Like I said, I haven't seen anything, bugs, things like that yet. I haven't gotten really far into the game, however, either. So I can't be like, oh, this game is, great, it's perfect. I don't have that information yet. I'm playing through it. I'm having fun with it. And I'm interested to see where it goes. This, looter shooter, first person shooter type things. There is crafting in the game. There is all kinds of other stuff. And probably what I'll do is I'm going to release this video here shortly. And then shortly after we do that, we will get, I'll just basically do something to follow this, and we'll get that out here shortly too. Just because Nilos, with his video, he there's a lot more depth to the game. And unfortunately he was just he's planning on doing a longer playthrough also, which I really hope he does, because I'm interested to watch that myself. But with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. If you guys have hung out this far, there's some buttons down at the bottom. Y'all know how to, or what you want to do with those, or don't do with them. It's life's full of choices. So I do appreciate it. And thanks for staying this long, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.